Welcome, travelers, to another episode of Fandom Station. I'm your host, Maverick, and this is my co-host, Evil Deeds.
Hello.
Hey, happy to have you here for another episode of Fandom Station. What episode is this?
Episode 5 should be.
I think it's 6, actually.
Is it?
Actually, let's not say the episode count, so just in case we can just switch this over to another another week. Put this in the stockpile. Alright, since we don't have any special guests this time, I'll just go ahead straight into the news. Um, okay, first things off, Haikyuu manga gets new one shot on February 5th. Uh, I just thought that's interesting. Haikyuu is like the
Oh, Haikyuu was
one.
done.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. This is
Okay.
just gonna be a new one shot. Yeah,
Just a
Haikyuu is like
little
there was a time
side
period I think from
story.
like 2000, maybe it was like from 2016 2019 where this anime had like every like mostly women. I think I'm not sure. Mostly women. It just had them in a chokehold that needs to be studied. I just like you would see. I feel like you went to a Comic Con, you would just see like dozen people all dressed up in like haiku outfits. Like it's like a whole team's worth of people. Like they could play. They could be an actual volleyball team. I wouldn't be
Well,
surprised
it's
if
shoe
somebody
fit.
has done that. Yeah. So, all right. Next thing, I'm pretty interested in this. It says Umdia on Endless, Nintendo Switch successor to launch this year with an 8-inch LCD screen. The Nintendo has finally come out with a new console after 8 years.
Yay!
I guess
Good job, Nintendo. Now you can lock a console behind $500 just to play on 30 FPS again. Good job.
yeah.
Good job.
And should we speaking of Nintendo, should we go into Power World? That,
Power World is very
so
fun.
I might
Just
play it. I'm just like I like people. I got artist Roll talking about it like it was some hardcore drugs. It's like man, I couldn't help myself. I was gonna play for like until 1, but I ended up playing until like 4 o'clock. I'm like, man, this game must be. I gotta see what people are talking about. What is it? $30? Like, I need to see. The only thing I might buy a new PC just to play Power World. Cause
do
my
it,
PC,
do it, do it.
now if I buy a new PC, it's not gonna be no, it's not gonna be to play Power World. It's gonna be to
The
play
podcast
play.
supports this endeavor.
I'm not getting paid for this.
The
this is this is basically charity. Oh,
podcast supports this endeavor
uh,
morally.
speaking of the podcast, we did get one more subscriber.
Yes,
Yeah, we went from
on the up
3
and up. So
to 4.
4. We're slowly rising.
Yeah,
Remember
slowly.
this.
Yeah, snail space. Someone like, man, remember when we used to get excited about one subscriber, like having the 4 subscribers? Okay, next thing's up. Oshinoko manga gets live action film. TV show on Amazon Prime globally. You've heard of Oshinoko?
Oceano's getting a film?
A lot. Yeah, it's getting live action film. Like they already have a
Really?
cast and everything at that.
I don't. I do need to watch the actual season of Oceanoko, but there's a GIF that I love of the two main characters as babies, and they're just grooving at their mother's concert. Like it's
Yeah.
a
How
very
much of the
beautiful
plot of
GIF.
yeah, how much of the plot of Oshinoko do you know about?
I don't know anything really.
Okay, I'll just keep my mouth quiet. All I'll say, if you have any reservations about watching the show, I'd say watch the opening. If that doesn't get you into the show, I don't think nothing will.
Aren't
Yeah,
the actors that actually voice the main
no,
characters singing in the opening? No.
no.
Oh,
I think it's Yaosobi is singing for the
oh,
opening.
it's Yasobi. I think I've heard it before.
Yeah,
Then
what is? I think
I've
it's
definitely heard it
Idolish.
before.
It's called like I think it's called Idolish or something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard it before. I forgot it was Yasobi. I love Yasobi.
Uh, this is this is called Idol. I don't know where I got Idolish from. Maybe that's from something else. All right, next thing. Top Rouge original anime gets Webtoon adaptation. You know, I think we might need to jump with the Metal Rouge train. It's getting pick up. I don't know. At least they're putting a lot of money into it.
What's the point of a web novel now? Well, I guess they're going to
Webtoon.
keep it going past the
Yeah,
anime, but we don't even know how many episodes it's going to be.
I know. I feel like I've seen a lot of things like this. It's probably just a promotional thing. That's not. It's gonna be very long, short lived. I don't think it's gonna be. I wouldn't be surprised if
Really?
it doesn't last longer than the anime, huh?
Is it
Yeah, I
really?
mean, yeah, I mean, I never seen any manga. I don't think I was probably seeing something close to this. Is like Dragon Ball Super, and how the manga came out after the show, and that kept on going for a while. But usually, I don't think, I don't think these kind of adaptations last that long. But I don't know.
Fair
Maybe this will be
enough.
different.
Fair enough.
Maybe this will go on after anime, or maybe it will fully adapt the anime. I don't know. I'll be surprised if it does either one. But I'm interested about it. I probably will. I probably will read it eventually when it comes out. Yeah, it comes. Well, it comes out. It comes out on March 7th, so it's gonna be a while before I can read it. Right. Next thing, Rise of the Shield Hero anime gets fourth season, which is very impressive for what today
Man,
to get four seasons. That's very
I don't
impressive.
think I don't think it's impressive to get 4 seasons. I think it's impressive to get confirmed for a third season after your second season tanked so hard.
Uh, I don't know. It doesn't a lot of
The
anime. I
second,
mean, like so many
for
anime come and go. Like,
context,
have you
hold
seen
on.
Rise of the Shield? Have you seen Shield Hero?
Yeah, I watched season one, but this has it rated for the first season is rated an 8.57. Right. The
Yeah.
second season is rated 7.41.
All right. All right. All right. What about third season?
7.82. So it's still not back in the eights, but it's better
Okay.
than season two at least.
I've heard a lot of bad things about the second and third season. Yeah, I
I've
think
heard
it's
that the
apparently
second season was just absolutely boring.
boring. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Boring all over the place. Just just a disappointment all around.
Yeah.
I read a good bit of the manga. Uh, I think the manga came. I think it was light novel first, definitely. Then it might
Okay, wait,
then it
wait.
might,
I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is the My Anime List one because My Anime List is simply more popular than Live Chart, even though I just always use Live Charts. But My Anime List has it as a 7.96 with 1,000 scores, which is amazing. That's almost eight.
mm,
And season two has a 6.53 rating
ooh, that's a big drop.
across 742,000 people.
740. Wait. How much is the first one? How many people scored the first one? You
One
said like a
million
thousand.
five hundred and sixty-four.
Uh even the viewer count went down as well. I know.
Yes. No one
What about
likes season two. Season three has a
what about
7.13, so it brings it back over, but it's still not being viewed by nearly as many. Like
yeah?
season two had more viewers than season three. It only has
How much?
401,000.
How many episodes does season two have?
13. It has one more episode than season three.
Oh, that's not good, man. When a 24 episode drops down to a 13 episode season, that's usually not a good sign.
It
Unless you're Demon
wouldn't
Slayer.
it wouldn't be
Unless you're Demon.
bad if it just didn't do it so horribly. Like Demon Slayer
Like
can do it and get away with it because let's be honest, the memes are true. You're watching Demon Slayer for the action mostly
in the animation. I mean, the way they did it, because
in
the
the
arcs,
animation.
I've read Demon Slayer. The arcs in the manga don't probably didn't fit well into doing a 24 episode anime, so they decided not to even do it. And like, we're gonna do 15 episodes, and you're gonna enjoy it. And they were right.
They are right.
They just do. They literally just
The
do whatever
first
they want.
season
Like
was
we're going,
26 episodes though, which is incredibly
yeah,
unique.
yeah, yeah. They're like, okay, we're gonna drop 26 episodes. It climax at like the 20th episode, I think, and then the like last 5 episodes were just like like rest arcs, rest and training arcs. I think right, like because you
I
had the
think
like the
the fighting
you had the
officially
episode
stopped after episode, because episode 19 was the big fight with
was the
Rui.
big because yeah that was when they trained on Twitter and everybody was like, yo, you gotta watch Demon Slayer and everything. Ninja tweeted
So
something about Demon
yeah,
Slayer and being good anime. Everybody was like, oh man, if Ninja's saying something that's great, then it has to be great.
Demon Slayer is an amazing anime, but we're not into that. The next, I think from episode 20 or 21, all of those are just them being back at the Hashirama thing,
But
resting up and
the
talking to the dudes.
the, the Butterfly Mansion, I think. Yeah.
Oh, they were at that's what's the name's thing, isn't it?
You taught what was it? Her name Shinobu. Yeah,
Shinobu,
I think
yeah.
I forgot how she's connected. I think maybe her master, like the one who trained her, is in that same family. That's in charge of Butterfly House. But I'm not too sure. It's been a minute. But yeah,
Oh
I
wait, I
think
just realized they always go back to the butterfly house.
yeah
Like
the
every
Butterfly. I
time
think
season two
it's
starts with them at the house.
lore. I forgot the
And it
lore, but I
ends
think it's
with them
something
at
like
the house.
I, I forgot the lore. I think it was something like this family was saved by Demon Slayer Corps in the past, and so they just serve as like the base for Demon Slayers and place where they can go back and heal and rest up and stuff.
I don't think
Anyway,
the other ones
that's
have the house anyway.
the
I would
Hashers.
be I would be very surprised if Giryu had a house, and I think Usui has like a mansion or something. Not
Yeah, I mean
necessarily.
they probably all have their own residences. Maybe some
You
depends. I mean, I think what's his name? Tengen definitely has his own place.
Thinking has
he
a
has
mansion that is just
he has
like
three wives. He needs space for three
beautiful,
wives.
like surrounded with trees and like, bro.
Yeah, it's like all it cost them. Well, I won't go into spoilers. That's last my news unless you got any more. I just leave from that
Uh,
little thing. I just look at people. What did it cost them?
is there any anime news that
uh,
I've heard recently? No, I don't look at news.
yeah, I guess there some stuff I could list as news, but like I'm going to say that for my highlight reel. But okay, so today's episode is gonna be a short catch-up episode. So we're supposed to be watching short one week by week. We have, but
We just
uh,
haven't been
the way
updated the podcast.
the way our topics are gone, we usually end up going too long and not having any time to talk about sure at the end of the episode. So today we're going. What was the last episode we were on? We had talked about. I think it was episode
It
two.
was
No, we didn't even talk about episode two, did we? No, I don't think so.
I
No,
don't remember us talking about Ishura. Ishura is supposed to be
no,
a weekly thing though, and
we only talked about yeah.
we're going to
Yeah,
finally start doing weeklies.
we're going to find a system because like like I'm not sure we're ready to rotate between
We're probably going to
Ishura and
rotate to
yeah
Metallic
that'd be mega
Rouge. It would depend on
rotate
which
to
one lasts longer.
we probably rotate once Issua's slated for 12 episodes. So once Ishura ends, we probably move on to Mental Rouge, and I'm not sure. Should we like start from like episode one and go up, or should we
We
just
can
hop
do
on
we can
episode?
do we can do episode. We can do a little recap.
Yeah, we can just have one Metal Rouge episode before we jump into the new core.
Mm.
Like, yeah, this is our dots on last season. I mean, well, last core, and now we're going to talk about the new core. Unless it doesn't get a new core, it might just end in 13 episodes and the original. They haven't told us how many episodes it's going to have.
I
But
highly doubt
yeah.
it. Oh wait, one more piece of news. The actual manga for Call of the Night has ended.
Oh.
And I can't wait for them to bring that back and finish the anime. But yeah, the series is done.
Oh night. I haven't seen it. It has a really cool ending song. I saw it. Make. Oh, I remember watching the opening for that. I was like, huh, where is it? I was like, this is not the song I heard in the trailer. Then I
Io
found out way
sta
later
no
that was the ending song.
da, te la
Uh,
stata del night. Yeah, that's got the blue eyes. I love that song.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we might rotate like from like 1 week we do just a general topic, then the next episode we do the last two episodes of Ishura for now.
Okay.
Because I don't want to just talk about Ishura like every week. It's weird because anime is weekly and the podcast is weekly, so that it's how we can't really do a thing where we do like we do it like if it was like if it was like every 2 weeks we could do like one general topic episode and then do a Ishura episode when that comes out. But like it's every week, so uh,
Yeah.
yeah, just just sorting out growing pains as of a new podcast. All right, so starting from episode 2, I think. This is the one with Alice. Let's
Yes,
see if I
Alice.
have him on. And also the other guy. I forgot. Let me see if I have his name in my notes.
The you talking about the old general dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, not him. I'm talking about the one with the sword and the black hair, and who doesn't wear any shoes.
Wait, who
Oh
are
wait,
you
no, wait, no. Oh wait, no. That was
talking
third.
about?
That was third episode. Never mind. Okay, it's been a minute. It's been okay. I think the name of this episode is just the name of the wyvern, Alice. I
Yeah,
think
it was
it's
Alice, and it was the name of the other
Alice.
dude.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's just one name.
Is it
Just one
Alice
name.
the Wind Weaver?
Yeah, the wyvern. It's just the name is just
I said
his
Wind.
name.
Yeah, it is
Oh
Alice
yeah,
the Star Runner. I was completely
yeah,
wrong. Alice the Star
yeah.
Runner. Yeah.
Yeah. Some episodes have two characters' names, but this episode only has one character. Alice the Star Runner is the name of the episode. So let's see. First, okay, I'll read off this. Okay, you notice how every episode, I think almost every episode has like an exposition dump at the beginning about the Demon King.
Yes.
I'll go. I took note of it. I'll go ahead and read off. The true Demon King has died. The enemy of the world that filled the horizon with fear was defeated by somebody. To this very day, that lone hero remains unknown, both in name and existence. Now the age of fear has come to an end. That person has to be chosen, which is basically the premise. So they're going to have a tournament to decide who is the true hero who defeated the Demon King, which I'm kind of confused about. It's like about how this goes. Like I guess they're just trying to put somebody in that position,
Yeah,
and
just
they're
trying to
doing
fill
it.
the role.
Yeah, and they're doing it by like, whoever's the strongest we can find is going to be declared the true hero that defeated the Demon King.
The
Mm.
thing that makes this interesting is that there is a whole war about to start in the background while they're trying to do this
Yeah,
tournament.
yeah. I wonder how the tournament affects anything. Like, is there a prize to being chosen as the true hero?
It's so bad for the other country though. I can't remember the name. Is it Lilia? Lieth?
It's
It's
it's what it was. Yeah, Lithia. That's what the name of the country
Lithia.
is.
Because the,
Okay.
the first country is Aurasia
Yeah, Raisha. So
and
Raisha.
is
So
horrible.
Raisha.
They're
Yeah, yeah.
evil.
I'm. I actually also got. I don't know. I guess they're. Yeah. I
I mean,
mean,
it
they
wasn't
were.
confirmed that they were horrible people, but the
But
the
no,
woman that
they were
runs Lithia was
they
with
were
Aurasia
attacked.
at first.
No. No, they probably are bad because remember they were attacking like
They
just
yeah,
Americans.
they
Yeah,
weren't
bad.
just attacking them, they sent bandits on them.
Yeah. They were attacking a proxy, I guess. Yeah. Well, there was actually
And then they
spies.
had like spies who got slaughtered, but that's a story for another episode.
No, I think it's in. Well, yeah.
No,
It's next
that's in
episode.
episode 3.
Yeah. Okay, I'll keep on going then. So next, so so you see Tara in the garden guarded. She's like the leader of of this nation. So this nation Lithia split from Arisha. It's like the main kingdom after the Dim King was defeated. Like we don't know why exactly Tara decided to defect from the Empire. We just know she did. Now she has like one single city she protects called the New Principality of Lithia.
Which
Yeah.
is one city, which is not
Yeah.
how a principality works, I think.
Nah, there's some back in like it's like back in ancient Greece. There was like a bunch of city states, remember like Sparta, Athens, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, so it's just that's not too weird for a country, but it does mean they're like definitely underdog in this situation.
The
Yeah, I
thing
think.
that's incredibly interesting is, I mean, yes, how the war is gonna play out, but also because I don't know if Lithia knows. I don't know if the demon queen or not. Well, she is the self-proclaimed demon king now.
Yeah.
Um, but if she does know that all of the heroes are gathering, in Aracia, how is she going to deal with them potentially having all of the world's strongest people there for a tournament?
Mm. I don't know. I kind of work. I mean, she has some pretty stronger people under her belt. Like there's the Janae, the Wyvern. There's Dark. What's his name? Dakai, the Magpie. There's
That
a
is the only that's the only one that I've seen so far who's really like he could maybe hang with the other dudes.
yeah.
Because he's also from like what do they call it? The distant world, distant Earth.
Distant world. Well, and we're assuming the distant world is actually Earth,
Yeah,
like our Earth, which is what I'm
or at
assuming. Like,
least some form of another
right,
variation of Earth.
yeah, because as far as I know, our Earth doesn't have magic, and super powered people. So I'm like, I don't know what
Hmm,
kind of Earth they have. It must be different from ours, but I
yeah,
think it's
but
closer. But I do think it's closer to our Earth than it is to their world.
but
It's man, this anime is very interesting because it's like not sorry to cut you off, but it's like an it's definitely no. I guess I'm not sure what to call it an isekai. Like it
it is
has a bunch of
it's actually tagged as an isekai.
I guess it is, but like if there's a if it, imagine you're a main character is born in the world of the fantasy world, but then there just happens to be like people isekai from Japan to this world as well. Is it an isekai then? Because
It's
the main
it's
character isn't.
it's it follows like the One Punch Man thing of having certain people that you're trying to focus on, and those people are the isekai people from the distant world. But the people that they focus on, the show, are the people from the current world.
Mm,
Like,
yeah, I get.
they set up plots with um the girl in the first episode who wants to try to kill or get him killed, kill Sojiro.
Yeah,
The second episode set up the dragon hunter dude who failed horribly. Third
yeah.
episode set up the girl, and I mean Alice can be counted in that too because Alice isn't from Distant Earth. He's from that world.
Yeah,
But like,
it's like a perspective shift, and like like in like usually in stories, you usually have the weak underdog, weak characters who slowly climb up to the top as the main characters. But One Punch Man, you have the literally strongest person on the planet is the main character. So and this
like
story is kind of like that, where instead of focusing on the isekai characters, at least not entirely on them, you focus on the people from this world too
they're
as
there
main
when you
characters.
want a really good fight, but it doesn't seem as the story's going to revolve around them completely, or at least not yet.
Not yet. Until like once the tournament arc
The
starts,
tournament
it's just
arc.
going to be just going to be purely just overpowered characters fighting each other. I think
Just brain deadness.
unless you got this one, they got the one country who's like sends in the like, this is our strongest guard. It's like, I mean, he can wield two swords at once.
What I do want to see, though, I want to see if this anime is going to have a blast. Blast from One Punch Man, because
Yeah, like
the
you mean like a
actual hero has to be out there somewhere.
Oh yeah, I guess he is this story's version of Blast because like he's number one hero. I mean, he's the one true he or she isn't the one true hero, but he hasn't shown nobody knows who
They
who
haven't
they are.
shown their face. Yeah,
Yeah,
no one
I
knows
do.
who they are.
I do. It would be kind of a surprise or a twist if it turns out that one of these characters that we were going to get introduced to is actually the one true hero, and we just
It
don't expect him.
could be, but until that happens, I'm rooting for Kia. Not just
That's,
because she's
yeah,
God,
yeah,
but also
yeah,
because
yeah.
she's God.
Yeah. We haven't gotten to her yet, but like I guess we can move. Well, I guess there's some stuff to talk about in episode two first. Okay, so we see
Okay,
that.
I think we should. just run through the characters that we've met so far from all the
Yeah, that's
episodes.
what
I
that's what
think
I'm about to do. I'm about to
I
go
don't
over
think
like their
the because
introductions.
I don't think the episodes matter that much since
Yeah,
it's really just backstory. It's not really
yeah, yeah. So
explanations and or like depth into the world.
so I
I mean,
wrote
it kind
down
of
list.
is.
So I wrote down list of names. We got Harg Hint. He was a part of Dragon Hunting Squad. He was trying to hunt down that like evil dragon.
Yeah,
He's like a general. He's a general for the Orishan army. He also has ties to Alice, the Star Runner, who is a Wyvern, Blue Wyvern, who defected from his pack of other Wyverns in order to go and hunt treasure. And I think he has 3 arms, right?
he has 3 extra arms. Yes, he has
Three
5
extra
total.
arms? 5 total. That's a lot of arms. Yeah, but like
Yeah, I
that's like a
noticed it, which was very weird to notice. It's also
that's
why
it.
he has 3 legendary weapons that he can just wield.
Yeah. Yeah, so those 3 extra arms are like a genetic like mutation. Not all the other Wyverns just have 2 arms and like
Yes,
2 legs. Who else is there? Yeah, so Harkin he tries to defeat the dragon. Dragon is way stronger, doesn't work. Alice comes in and saves Harkin and then goes off in search of some other treasure or some other stuff or something else.
but
That's basically
I
yeah, go ahead.
will give it to Harkin because the way he used what is it,
Word arts.
word arts. He
Yes.
created
I
a
can't.
like a giant bow gun, like a giant bowcaster,
Oh, it
which
was
was
a
cool.
oh yeah, that was cool. I was like I remember it as a cannon, but like no, it was actually a giant crossbow. Which
Yeah,
is
a
weird.
giant
Which is
crossbow.
which prompts for creativity.
I mean, it did absolutely nothing, but was still cool.
Yeah. Yeah, then there's Lana on the Moon Tempest. Like I'm not sure you remember. There was like when they were in the carriages, I think going to like Lithia. She was
Yeah,
on in there. I think she was a spy for Lithia who was sent to Arisha. I'm not entirely sure. But I know she's
that's what it seemed like, but it also looked like she said that they were hired by Horatia, but they were also going to spy on Horatia. I don't remember.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I feel like
It was
we'll learn
very
more.
weird because it was in the
This is
same episode as the Wyvern.
this is a very complex show. That's why wrote down notes because like there's a lot of moving pieces to this, and like kind of just assumes you're smart enough to like understand stuff as time goes on.
Yeah,
It's like okay, okay. She's with 2 other people, Hagar the Pelagic, and he's like a tree person.
yeah, he
That's all
looks
I'm gonna
like
say.
a tree.
That's all I'm gonna say about him. Shark the Sound Slicer. He's a walking skeleton. Eins, all Eins.
Oh, I hate Heinz.
And Regnage. I have man, that name is gonna is
Yeah,
gonna get me. That name's gonna get
Regna.
me. Regnage. I'm gonna call, yeah, okay. You gotta just say in parts Regnage. Okay, so Regnage is Riven. He's actually like part of this. He's actually leader of this Red Riven Guard who protects Lithia, which gives it an advantage because
Regnage Regnage is also the or from he was with Alice before he broke off from the
yeah,
group, or at
yeah.
least that's how
I
they
think
show it.
you're having the same problem where you're not sure what to call a group of Rivens. You're like, is it a pack, a flock?
I feel like calling a pack of wyverns a flock would be so disrespectful.
Just
Hey, look,
flying
it's a
birds.
flock of dragons, a flock of wyverns.
Yeah. I, this is a really big tangent, but I used to read a book series where they're called like it was about like dragon riders, and what they call a group of dragons was a thunder of dragons because it sounded like thunder whenever they were flying in the sky.
That's fair.
Yeah, but he's basically the guard, basically literally the guards for this Wyvern army that protects Lithia. And they're supposed to be the only Wyvern army in the whole like entire world.
Yeah,
So that gives them an advantage of basically over everybody else when it comes to like combat, sky combat at least.
it's very hard to fight them from what they've shown, as they've fended off bandits.
Yeah,
And that's pretty much it. But that's besides
yeah,
the point.
Yeah, and Rick and Jay can use thermal arts in order to like leash giant heat blasts at
Mhm.
enemies from down below. So that's his special ability.
He also has his backstory is interesting. It seems like he and another character we're introduced to was caught up in a war, and so she's pretty much just
Mm.
not hiding out in
Yeah,
Lithia, but just
yeah,
living in Lithia for the time being. But it seems
yeah,
like he might try to get her to leave before the war
yeah.
starts.
You were in that. So I guess I'll just go ahead and go to that. Well, Regna J, since you were talking about. So his full title is Regna J: The Wings of Sunset, which just sounds pretty cool.
An
Yeah.
extreme over exaggeration for his character.
Yeah, I feel like he's not up to. He's like not up to stuff when he compared to all the other demigods, as they're called. Cause like he's literally like the average Joe compared to Alice the Star Runner, who's like adventuring all over the place and collecting legendary items. But maybe it'd be wrong. But it seems like he's supposed to be like a tier lower than everybody else. But he got put in episode name, so maybe I'm wrong. But his thing is basically he's a Red Wyvern who seems to be more intelligent than others and can use like dermal arts to project heat outward from his mouth. Uh, like in his backstory is that wherever country they were in, when the Demon King basically killed like everything in sight besides Regnajay and this girl called. Oh, do you remember her name? The name of
I
the
do
girl?
not
Oh yeah, here it is. Her name's Kurt. Yeah,
hurt.
so basically, yeah, or Kurte. I'll say Kurte. So only Regnajay and Kurte survived, and it seems like there's like a line where she says her mother. The reason she can't leave Lithia is because her mother is like the crown monarch of Lithia, which would be Terran the
I think
Garden,
she was
right?
adopted. She was adopted by her,
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
and she's
and
also blind.
yeah, I
And I was
imagine something.
wondering if they would have her blindness a reason that she doesn't know how he looks. But no, she knows he's a wyvern.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Apparently, she went blind from the sight of seeing everybody be killed or whoever. Well, I think they said they didn't actually know what happened, so she went blind from seeing whatever horrific thing happened. Oh, it's pretty messed up. uh, yeah. So I feel like you're supposed to be implying that the reason he's guarding Lithia is because Lithia is protecting um Herte. So kind of wonder where his loyalties are.
I don't think these are going to be people that's in like in the tournament arc. By the way,
Really?
because
J?
it's in Eurasia. That's the main problem with Regnajet being in the tournament. And
Mm,
Dekai is also very popular. I think. He's a spy though.
I don't
The
know.
chances that
I'm
they
not sure.
do know of him isn't that really that high. But
Yeah, yeah. I'm not
Regnajet
sure how.
is a very famous
Yeah,
commander for Lithia. So
I'm,
him being there would immediately start a war, I feel like.
I don't know. I imagine probably some kind of neutrality when it comes to this tournament because I feel like there's a lot of characters from like well yeah it's probably gonna be these two
See, I
are probably
would
gonna be in the tournament.
I would say that if the new crown of Lithia didn't call herself the self-proclaimed demon king,
That is it's like, that is a very strong argument you have there, huh? I just gotta see. But I don't know. I'll be surprised. I mean, it seems like all the episodes are supposed to be tournament. I do. There's other characters who I do wonder, like, why would they send this person to tournament? They have this other character they can send. I don't know.
they're setting up a tournament arc, but it's not entirely clear who all is going to be in the tournament. You have people that you know because I mean it's obvious. Kia is being we haven't gotten her yet, but she's being directly sent to the tournament. Sojiro is going to be there because
Yeah,
Sojiro wants to fight strong people. Like they're setting up certain people to
yeah.
be. definitively at the tournament,
Yeah,
but I don't know if everyone's going to be
yeah.
there or not.
Yeah, thing is, they set up the characters, but they haven't like it's like told us how the tournament actually works. Like, how do you get into the tournament? Like, who's sending people to the tournament? Like, what's the prize? All that other kind of stuff. How is it structured? So, we'll see when we get there. Episode. So yeah, Dakai's. I'll go with Dakai. Dakai. He's probably the least interesting character to me so far. I really. There's not really
And
much to
the
say
guy
about him.
has
I think.
really nothing. He's just the stealthy character who can
Yeah.
kill you.
It seems like he seems like a clone of like a fighting game clone of Sojiro. Like
I
dark
could
haired
see it.
dark haired dude dark haired dude with sword who has very good perception abilities and
Yeah.
likes to fight. But but like he's probably smarter because he goes finds the best. He like immediately goes and
It,
finds where
it,
he's been so hiding.
his main thing was his perception. They explained that. Okay, I can't remember exactly what they explained, but they said basically how incredible Dekai's perception was, and they
Mhm.
talked about Sojiro's
He can find the weak point. He can
technique.
find the weak point.
Yeah,
He can find the weak point in anything he fights.
his big advantage wasn't in perception; it was in him being able to figure out his opponent in a few moves.
Yeah, that's also dealing perception, isn't it? Like to
I
perceive
don't
that,
know.
perceive the
It,
yeah.
it's they also explained it as his technique
Mm.
because he
I
has
guess
a technique, or not necessarily that in specific, but he does have it. When the robot, when he finds the weak point and the robot smashes his face in to reveal the weak point, or not his face, was his shoulder, his right shoulder.
it was his shoulder, yeah, his shoulder.
Yeah, he he used the technique for that.
Yeah, so far the most interesting thing about that guy to me is that he doesn't wear shoes. It's like I'm not sure why he doesn't. What does that do anything? Like he's fully dressed. He's probably one of the most dressed up characters in the show. Besides, besides him not wearing shoes. I feel like it has to be related to his ability, right? Maybe it's something like as long as his feet if his feet on the
It
ground, he
could
like
be for silence because he's extremely fast and he's an assassin. It could be
it
for
could
silence.
could be. But yeah, those are two characters that are probably important later on. Maybe they're not in tournament, maybe they are. Who knows?
Sojiro most
Oh,
definitely, but Dekai is. He probably is
I'll
because he's an otherworldly.
I'll talk about the guy in Regular J. Yeah, the guy is also
Oh, I
from
mean,
the
yeah, Regna J.
other.
Either way, Regna J is going to have a part to play. If this goes to war, then he's going to be in the skies. So he's going to be a pretty important character. But
Yeah,
The guy can literally be killed and forgotten, and nothing will change right now.
yeah, yeah. Sojo is important because he's with the main point of view character we saw in the first
Yeah,
episode. And he's I don't know. It seems like she has some kind of hidden potential with the word out. So we're supposed to be interested in.
I'm hoping
I
she
feel
becomes something crazy.
yeah,
Who
I hope
knows?
so.
Maybe she's the actual Demon King,
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
just went
Alice
in the
got
Hydra.
yeah. See, Alice, he's connected to that Harkins guy. We haven't figured out their backstory yet, and he also is like he has a bunch of legendary items apparently. So we don't know what those are, what they do. And
We actually ended Alice's episode with a cliffhanger, or not a cliffhanger necessarily, but he went back to the first episode's battle spot with the giant
oh yeah, he
robot to
did.
find a legendary weapon. But we don't know if he found it or not. I would think.
Yeah. I think I'm okay. I'm moving on to the characters introduced in episode 4. Episode 4 is titled Nihilo, the Vertical Stampede, in Key of the World. Fun fact: if you don't know what vertical means, vertical with O instead of E, it means relating to vortexes. Looked it up right before the podcast. This is what we do. We provide information.
Nilio was pretty lame. They did nothing with her. It was just an introduction. I mean, Kia also had nothing with her really, but with Kia, she has
You got to
extreme potential.
We found out what power was at least. When Nihilo, we just know she controls some kind of spider robot. I
They did
think.
say that she has like a history of destroying, was it nations?
No,
I don't
no,
know.
it was an army.
I was army.
Yeah, she kind of reminds me of Gara, I think. That secret weapon you keep caged up until you need them. It's like they're pretty much insane. It's like the only reason you keep them around is because like they're good at fighting, but like you probably killed them yourself if you think you could allow it. You think you didn't need
Which
their
is
power.
insane because they like she's kind of being used how Gara may be. Well, no, I don't think Gara would be used like that. But she's going to be used as like she's going to be sent on Lithia to destroy it
Mm.
and try to kill um the demon lord
Ter- Terran, yeah.
Sharon.
Yeah, right
I
now,
can't. I'm
yeah, right
never
now,
remembering her name.
right now, Terran seems like the most like upright, more character in the show. Like, seems like she's
Uh,
a pretty good character, like good like morality wise. Because so far she hasn't done anything evil. It seems like she just wants to protect her kingdom.
yeah.
Let's
So far,
see. Yeah, yeah. And so, also, you find out about the 17th minister of the Erisha kingdom called Leah the Red Tag. She
yeah.
basically explains. She finally explains what war dots are and how they work.
While also alluding to killing children.
Really?
Yes, she said that because she said she had to get rid of anyone that knows that she can use word art.
Yeah, but
So,
didn't have.
and she also said that the entire village is going to get destroyed anyway. So she doesn't.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. But it didn't seem like she. It seemed like most she was implied she was some kind of assassin. Not sure if she specifically targeted kids, but I think she at least
She's,
implied she was
I don't think
an
she's an
assassin.
assassin. Well, you know, she is. She is an assassin. But she was on this particular mission, just more so
Yeah,
undercover.
yeah. It reminds me like British imperialism. Where they just
What?
or they no, they would go to a certain place, maybe spread their religion, like I don't know, help out a little bit, take what they could, and basically just keep on taking until there's nothing left.
What? That's such an insane comparison.
Wait, do you not know? Wait, what do you mean? It's insane on part.
Because the village isn't like crumbling because they don't have Kia.
No, I was saying like afterwards, what she talks about how this village is eventually going to be like overrun by the kingdom and how they're going to just take everything and stuff.
Like, good.
I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm talking about like the what she implies, not what's going
Yeah.
on right now. Speaking of that, I'm not totally sure if you were posting. It doesn't seem like we know why he is going with her yet. All it says is that like she's been there teaching them about stuff for like past 6 months, but we don't know what motivated
I'm
Kia to go
assuming it
with her.
was false promises because the Kia is supposed to be going to school. Kia's
Yeah,
supposed to be going to a magical academy in Eurasia. That's what
yeah,
the spot said.
yeah. Like she constantly reminds us that she doesn't like like learning though. So it can't be that she wants to go to school. That's like that can't be the reason why she's going with her.
I mean, she's pretty, has, what would you say, a teenager's attitude? She's very negative, but she really, because she didn't want to go, or she acted like she didn't want to go to the spot on the hill. She said it's nothing
Yeah,
special, but she went.
yeah, yeah. Tsundere attitude basically.
She didn't care about the clouds being in the way, but when you know, I don't think they are brother and sister, but or sister and I don't think they're just one big family. But when those
Yeah,
two talked about the clouds ruining the mood, she just said
yeah.
cloud be gone.
Yeah, I wrote that the other elf children with her. Yawika, that's the girl, and Dion, that's the boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the most impressive character we've seen so far because like, she literally all she has to do is say something, apparently in just what she wants happens. Like
I'm calling
like
her
it's
ability universal language.
they literally gave the ability a name. It's called World World. It's
No,
hard to say.
universal language.
Uh,
Universal language sounds cooler.
yeah. Well, it is easy to say.
World
uh,
War, World War, what? World Ward,
world World Word.
World
like
Word.
like
Yeah,
as
bro.
in her word. Like as in her word commands the world.
Yeah, bro. I'll take universal language.
And that's also a title. It sounds more like an ability. But that's what they call her. Uh, so it's funny because they explained there's like four types of word arts: dermal arts, which are basically can manipulate heat; force arts, which are basically it's kind of just basically the basic version of what you would call the force in Star Wars. You can pull and
Yeah,
push objects around. Craft arts let you change the shape of objects, but not the properties. And life arts allows you to change the properties of objects, like making water sweet or healing people. The thing about word arts is like they basically carve words into things' souls or to like manipulate them. But you have to really know what you're um manipulating. Like you have to have a relationship with what you're manipulating in order to like control it, which is
yeah.
pretty unique. And then it makes me wonder about how other people's powers work. Like how's when like Regular J uses like fire as heat blast? Was he I guess is he just is he? I guess he's is he using the heat from himself in order to like use that? Because like, can you take the heat
Or
from
we
something else?
creating it through other
Yeah,
means. Yeah.
like I don't know how it works. It seems. I had to read more. I mean, watch more.
We're going to
Uh,
be. I just realized we're going to be 6 episodes in, and we're still going to be being introduced to new characters. But hopefully, it
yeah,
stops after the 6th episode. Because I
yeah.
think the next episode is going to be someone important, another demigod, and then there's probably going to be somebody else the next episode.
No, no, no. This next episode is actually called Where is it?
Wait,
Next
you have
episode is.
a leak for that episode?
Oh, I just remember. I remember I was watching the
Oh, yeah, they
episode.
say it at the end.
Yeah, I think he mentioned the skeleton dude and the tree guy at the end. It's his name. It's the title of the episode.
Next episode, Higur, the pelagic, and Nastik, the quiet singer. So those are the two people for next episode.
Yeah, we already met the first guy. We haven't met the second person.
Could indeed be a demigod. Also, I do
Yeah, I
wonder
mean,
what a demigod is. Because I was
I think
assuming that it would be just people who are from the other world. But
I'll tell you. I think it's demigod here just refers to very strong people who are like stronger than like everybody else. Think of it
yeah,
like a
but
superhero.
the description for the show says
Yeah,
five
yeah.
demigods.
I think they're just. I
But
think they're
we've
just
been
using a very
introduced to
more than five people.
actually
This
wait,
looks like.
has it been one? Because you have Magpie, you have Sojiro, those two are
Well,
demigods. Alice
I
is a
guess it's yeah.
demigod. Kia is a demigod. That would mean that there would be one more demigod, but that's a lie.
Nihilo as well was also in the title. Yeah, one. It's like one, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, six. We've been introduced to six people in the episode titles.
And there's more.
Yeah,
Actually, it
I
don't
do.
say that there is five. It just gives you five
Yeah,
examples of who they could be. It
yeah,
just
but I
says
do
a
think
host of demigods.
yeah, I do think demigods are used in this context to mean like just somebody who's incredibly powerful compared to the people of this world.
I'm
So
surprised
they,
that the rating for the manga. Wait, or not the manga. I'm surprised at the rating for the show on here.
something like isn't like
It
six
says
something.
yeah, 6.69.
Well, it's a combination that it's not super hype, and it's also very unknown show. Oh, that's I'm looking at the picture, and we forgot to mention that there's two characters we forgot to mention. The first is the woman with the cowboy hat and the gun that we still have yet to see.
Wait, who?
The one with the cowboy hat and the gun,
Oh
like the rifle.
yeah, from episode 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, there's a few characters that we saw that weren't that we haven't. That I'm not sure we're gonna get introduced to in this
There's a
season.
literal dragon besides
Yeah,
the one that died that we have to meet or that we may
yeah,
meet, because these are the strongest people in their world.
yeah. Like looking on the picture of on Miami list picture, I see we have Sojiro, Aaliyah, Kia. It's crazy. I don't know what the name of the girl character is. What who can say word out, from the first episode. I don't know her name.
Hmm.
Okay, we have Hargan,
So
Nahilo, one of the other ministers, two of the other ministers, and then there's a guy with the angel who's introduced in like episode 3.
the five, I'm assuming the other five strongest of this earth with prior knowledge that they've been strong for a while. The second general of Eurasia, known as Clay the Absolute, which is a crazy name. Uh, Torah
Wait,
the Awful.
where are you getting this from?
It's from the first episode where they introduce where
Uh,
she talks about the five like after.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Clay the Absolute. You have Torah the Awful, who hides in distant mountains. You have Kazuki the Black Tone, who is also from Earth or an other Earth, whatever they call it, distant Earth. You have Krasnir, the Hatch of Truth, and you have the Lu eh, Lunoka the Winter. That's the dragon.
Yeah, yeah. We haven't met any of those characters, have we yet?
No, not a single one.
Huh. I gotta say this. Whoever is writing this line now is very good in writing very cryptic and interesting titles for the characters. I'm like, And you see, I think that's what guys to watch this anime. It's like we saw those titles and like, oh, that sounds interesting. So you gotta see what that's about. Like you hear like Kid the World War, and you're like, what's that about? Or Alice the Star Runner, and you're like, what Star Running? Where? How are you doing that?
It is extremely fast.
But yeah, but oh yeah, we haven't talked about the guy with the angel who's showed up like in episode 3. That's
Did he?
I just yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
I
The
don't
guy
remember seeing him.
he was like, oh, that's a good thing I have an angel on my side or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It was at
he
the
seems
end.
like
He
a
was
really
at the
cool character.
very end.
Yeah, that's what it seems like a good character because you don't see angel characters in anime a lot.
Wasn't he being watched by somebody else as well?
No, I think he was watching. I know, I think he was watching Dekai or something like that. I don't know. I have to rewatch it, but like, yeah, he's also a character that he's probably gonna get an episode named after him as well later down the line because he's in the picture for the anime, like the
Yeah.
like the cover art. So he's probably gonna get an episode named after him as well. But yeah, I think yeah. So I'll just leave it off at the end of episode 4. So in episode 4, Kia goes off with Leah to like go fight. Well, go join the academy, but also the like underlying thing is Leah wants her to fight in the tournament. But you know, I'm not sure if Kia knows that's what she wants her to do. Probably not. Probably doesn't.
She probably doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but so far pretty interesting, just very complex, and it, hopefully this podcast help other people understand this show more. This is a lot to get through, and for just 4 episodes.
I'm trying to see if I can find the scene, but I can't.
Sorry, it should be like at the very end, of episode 3.
Yeah, but it just ends. As
Like maybe before the ending.
I'm looking, but man, I just don't see it. But I know I saw it.
I'll show it to you later. Uh,
Mhm.
so yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Got any closing thoughts before we head into like the highlight reel?
Oh no.
Okay. So anything you notice interesting over the past week or so?
Uh, Suicide Squad Kids of Justice League comes out, and I'm happy for that. It comes out next week, next Tuesday.
Mm, okay. Cool. I'll check that out.
Um,
The next.
and, there was something else that I was gonna say, but I can't remember. But that's pretty much it.
No, not much for me besides the weeklies. Religion. Oh, I watched Hazbin Hotel because like it just came out a few weeks ago, and it's pretty good. Like I don't know, you probably wouldn't like it. It's probably not your type of style because it's like a musical adult animation. So there's like two songs per episode at least.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it. It was a pilot. It started as a pilot on YouTube like 5 years ago, and it's finally getting released on Amazon Prime. I even got Amazon Prime free trial just to watch it as soon as possible. Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty good. Next thing, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Did you see
Oh
the new
yeah,
trailer?
that's why. Yeah, I watched the trailer. I loved
Yeah,
it.
me
Like
too.
they're starting it back at. I mean, like each one starts with Goku and
Yeah,
Vegeta, but still, they
yeah,
have
and it
his grade
looks
8 form, and it looks like a
yeah,
playable form, which is insane.
yes, playable in like just versus matches too, which is crazy. I don't think has that ever been done before. I don't know.
I don't ever
Maybe.
remember seeing grade 8 be playable in versus.
Yeah. Also, I'm so impressed that they were able to keep the same animation as in like that little like teaser they had before first when like this was announced, like Budokai Tenkaichi 4 was announced. I wasn't sure if that was gonna be like you know how they do it like oh this is like just promotion like this is gonna be in the opening of the game or like just like cover up like promotional art, but the game wasn't actually gonna look like that. But now the game looks exactly like it did in
Yeah, it looks
teaser.
exactly like it did.
Teaser. It's crazy. It's like when Arcane kind of looked like it did. Like usually that's like for like some like a limited trailer or something, but no, like the Valorant's trailers they have. But no, it was like a whole show looking amazing. This game looks amazing, and they even I hope that this isn't a trick with editing where it looks like they're gonna have like all of or most all of or most of the transformations be something you can just transform to mid fight, which would be super cool. Hope they bring that back.
Also,
I,
I
re- I
found it. It was in episode 3, not episode 4. So it was after
yeah,
the
that's what.
episode of Nikai the Magpie. I thought you said episode 4.
Wait, no, Bagpie the Magpie. That was not episode 3. I thought it was
Yeah,
episode 3.
Nikai the Magpie was episode 3. I thought it was
Yeah, that's
episode
what.
4.
Yeah, yeah. But I was gonna say, yeah. I hope the transform. Do you think the transformations are going to be like in the like mid fight transformations? Like
Yeah,
you can go
you
all the
you
way up
you
to
should be able to transform in the
go all.
fight with enough ki,
You
because
think?
that's how it was in the old games. I'm pretty sure,
Uh,
if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
but you think they're gonna go all the way to Super Saiyan Blue in transformations? Just one character.
Yeah,
Don't have to swap
they
out.
I mean they have Super Saiyan Blue. See, that's the scary thing because they do. If what they showed was like the roster, then each one has a starting character, so you can start in all of the forms. But I
Oh, I
don't.
see.
Yeah,
So
I
you
don't
think
know
so?
if
So you basically switch between characters when you transform. Is what you're saying? Is probably what it is.
could be.
Okay, that can explain how large
It's going
the
to be
roster is.
completely different. Or it's not going to be completely different move sets, but it's going to be. Uh, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they do it.
I don't know. That would be a step up from no shade on Dragon Ball Fire Z, but like if it's gonna have a different game, I want it to be different. So I don't like it. Like one thing I kind of don't like Dragon Ball FighterZ is how like it's so segmented. Like you have regular Goku, you have Super Saiyan Goku, you have Super Saiyan Blue Goku. You have like four different Gokus. Is there no? There's not. I think this is Gogeta. Yeah, doesn't count. Well, you have four different Gokus. You can't. Well, there's also GT Goku as well. But I guess that's a separate thing as well. But yeah, four different Gokus. When and they're all stuff that Goku should be able to transform into. Like only like in it's like you can do all. Oh, there's also Ultra Instinct Goku as well in there too.
Yeah, you are
So you
Goku.
have so you have five different Gokus, and Goku should be able to transform into all those different things, like whenever he wants
But you
to.
count Super Saiyan 4?
Is there a Super Saiyan for Goku?
Yeah,
I don't
there's
think
Super
there
Saiyan
is.
4 Goku.
No, it isn't. There's a Super Saiyan Gogeta.
In fighters?
Yeah,
Oh, it is Gogeta. Never mind. My fault. My fault.
yeah. GT Goku can transform into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That's it. Yeah. I don't know. But I just like being changing between two characters. I mean, changing all these transformations in the middle of a match. It just makes it feel more no authentic to the show. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking
just
for.
in the
Yeah,
moment transformations.
yeah.
But I do wonder for those that can't get transformations, are they going to get buffs? Or are you going to nerf Goku to a certain extent so that his transformations aren't just
A balance. So
completely
because
brain dead?
yeah, I mean, imagine they had to make his main form a lot weaker than like some other characters like Piccolo and Tien, whatever.
Yeah.
So that when he transforms, he doesn't get too overpowered.
Yeah.
Uh,
It'll be interesting to
I,
see. I hope they have their test soon. It's so I can sign up for it.
I'm surprised how much they already shown of the show. I mean, of the game so far. I didn't think we were gonna get another like trailer and teaser or anything until like maybe like 5 months later than this. Uh, I guess Kingdom Hearts 4 has scarred me because they came out like 2 years ago and we have not got word of that yet. What was I gonna say? One thing that gave me a sealed doubt is that did you notice that their fit changed mid trailer? Like I mean
Did it?
Vegeta was wearing his like Vegeta was
Oh
wearing his
yeah, it
same
did. Vegeta went from his first appearance to classic, like just blue
yeah,
leotard.
yeah. Yeah, I was and Goku. I can't really tell Goku because his fit barely changes most of the time. But like, it might have been him too. So I wonder, does that mean? Does that mean like there's actually at least two different Goku from Vegetas? Because there's one Vegeta that can transfer into Great Ape, and there's like one Goku can use Kaioken, and there's another
Yeah,
Goku who can and there's another Goku from Vegeta
I
can
would
transform into
assume the
everything
base
else.
Goku uses Kaioken. What? Um,
I don't know. It could be costume thing. It could be just a costume change. They just did it just to fit better with the scenes. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. I'm very probably gonna be buying that as soon as it comes out. Uh, I think that's all I had to say for this episode. Yeah.
I have nothing to add.
All right. See you on the next one, travelers.
See you.